something that is a little bit more significant to me. And I mean, we've been talking about all these Kanye albums, Pusha T, Kanye, Kid Cudi, Tiana Taylor, Nas, had Drake drop right after that. And then Future, just what was that? Was it on the 4th of July? Just like, I'm going to drop a mixtape to hold you guys over until my official album drops later on this year. I'm like,
he said that he held it back a week because he didn't want to interfere with Drake's streaming numbers. And I'm like, what you meant to say was you didn't want Drake to put you in the dirt with the streaming numbers. But whatever, noble.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way any rapper who has any respect for themselves is going to be like, oh, yeah, I don't want to get bodied by Drake, so I'm going to wait. But, man,
no shame in that.
Beast Mode 2, the follow-up to 2016's Beast Mode. I'm not a huge Future guy. You know, he doesn't, I mean, kind of like with most rappers, I think I'm pretty critical of them. It's just not my favorite genre. We talked about, I'm a much bigger rock head, but I really liked this mixtape for a couple reasons. The beats were pretty simple, but they were still really interesting on it. And I think that's the thing that stood out the most was just like the use of like keys and things like that.
That's Zaytoven for you. You know, it definitely sounded like more crafted than you'd expect from a typical, I don't know, or Future mixtape, but give Zaytoven a lot of credit. He told the Fader that they went through past 2 years of music, over 100 songs from various sessions, and just made this mixtape from stuff they had. And it actually sounds, you know, pretty, I mean, some of the verses might stand out as being older than other ones, but I think it sounds pretty coherent, all things considered.
I would agree. I mean, I think you can hear some of like Dodo, for example, sounds kind of old, just like the way that who was it, Young Scooter on that one is like his voice is kind of
DBT.
I don't know. That one wasn't great, but overall, I thought this was really solid. Future also, I mean, if you go on Twitter at all, I think you see a lot of people riding for his like, I don't know what, like toxic, like fighting toxic masculinity or something like that. Just the way he like picks at like his own sorrows and melancholy is kind of interesting. And some people really vibe with it. Do you though? Because I know you're not a big melancholy guy.
Shout out my dear melancholy by the weekend though. So I saw the Future at the Meadows last fall, and he's got enough hits. I had a great time at that, and that was before he brought out Nicki Minaj. So I was very impressed with his live show. But I'm not the biggest Future guy either. I think a part of that is he's a fuck ton of music. Yes. How many mixtapes do you think he has? This is his 7th commercial mixtape, but overall, including Drake and the Young Thug collabs, how many mixtapes does Future officially have?
Probably 20.
Take a guess. Yeah, this is 19th.
Damn.
In 8 years, 9 years. It's a lot of music.
Hundreds of other
plus
songs.
He has albums.
Crazy.
Right. But yeah, I mean, Beast Mode 2, I mean, I think, you know, he like you said, he's very melodic with the way he like warbles around like his feelings and, you know, his women issues. But I think he's a little more mature on this. It wasn't as objectifying. It was more about, I don't know, like being materialistic with his woman, I guess. I don't know. So I was I kind of thought it came across as what I'd hope a 34-year-old man, rich man's feelings would sound like. So I was kind of happy with that. But even like it starts off really strong. I think Wi-Fi Lit and Cuddle My Wrist I thought were awesome. Yeah. And then Some More, I think the second to last track I really liked as well. And, you know, similar to his guest spot on Blue Tint on Scorpion, you know, I think it doesn't take much for Future to, you know, craft an earworm and just get inside. And, you know, on a 30-track mixtape from one producer, I think, you know, he can really craft something enjoyable. And I like this a lot more than I liked Hendrix, which was the second of his 2 albums he released last February in 2017. Because Hendrix, he was just really singing basically the whole time on that one. And he's not a good singer. I don't want Future to sing. But when he does his weird rap and shit, I think it works pretty good when it, you know, made the way Beast Mode 2 was made. So, you know, I mean, as a not a big Future Cat fan, I was, you know, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, and I mean, for a lighter music week, we're not going to talk about Jaden Smith's, what was it, like follow-up to Sire? I don't even know if there's
Sire the Electric album on IGTV now.
Yeah. No, thank you. But yeah, it was a pleasant surprise to have something pretty good to listen to. I also liked when I think about it, I feel like that's his most introspective and like vulnerable piece on the whole thing, and it kind of speaks to, I think, why a lot of people like Future, you know, the sad boy, so to speak. So Yeah, definitely give Beast Mode 2 a listen, and we'll have another future album, I think, before the end of the year to be talking about. So, well, why does he like to do this? He drops like a mixtape and then drops his real album, right?
He
Or
makes a ton of music and he gets paid. So,
he
whatever. Go for it, man.
keep cashing them checks, secure that bag.
Been doing it for years. It's not like this is a brand new thing. He's
Yeah.
been big forever. He's been putting out a fuck ton of music forever. Just ride it out.